Doug. I don't really want to tell any Joey stories really, but you know, started about when I was about 5 years old, maybe 9. Took me to school every day and back for 2 years. And he had to go to grammar school, so he still took me to school. Thing is, once he got to about 11 to 12, he'd come to school and he'd have like a half a committee with 2 apples in it over his shoulder or in a bag. Because he convinced my mom that, like, you know, they had music lessons every day and he had to take the guitar with him, otherwise, you know, the other kids wouldn't be able to play. You know, at that time he decided that his schooling was interfering with his education. And he set out and started to do what he did. He was given a gift. God in his infinite wisdom as always went, you get to do this. And he pursued it with a vehemence. You know, he got my other brother Chris's electric guitar that he had made. That soon became Joe's personal property, his constant companion. Chuck Berry became the author of The Day Around the House. You got interviews, my brother says he learned to play rhythm first and then he learned to play the lead after. What I didn't tell you is he learned to play the rhythm first and then he beat it into me. And then I beat play the rhythm while he learned the lead parts. And later on he used to refer to me as the masters of time and space. The only person on the planet that held the groove because it was too frightened not to. All of that grew, and as he grew a little bit older, sitting in Mom's room now in my head, looking through the doorways of the kitchen, and he stood in front of the mirror, and he's got the blue jeans, 2-inch turn-ups, Converse shoes or whatever they were in those days, and a white t-shirt with that little red Ritchie zipper, and the Jimmy Dean going on, you know. And he got all that happening, and I'm watching that go on as he goes, and he gets better on the guitar, and he's getting good now. And all of a sudden, black corduroy, skin-tight Cuban heel boots, black roll-neck sweater, black, what was I here, Robert Redford, that black kind of navy coat they wear, peacoat, yeah. One of those on, black leather goes, black guitar case. And was that me? Okay, I thought it might be Joe. Anyway. So, where was I up to? I know he had black guitar case. Well, that's when he's, you know, he was like, up to that point, he'd been my constant daycare. He was my mobile daycare center. Everywhere he went, my mum was, take Doug with you. Needs the fresh air. So, you know, as soon as I was ambulatory and I could behave myself in public, which kind of waned over the years, he took me with him and I got to sit down and start to watch things and stuff. But once all that other stuff started, he was laughing out by himself. And then he started bringing these guys home that were called the masterminds or something. You know, skinny people. I mean, you wouldn't believe that people could be this thin. And still actually hold an instrument up. And me and my friend Redmond would sit on the stairs of Mom's house listening to them practice and rehearsing in the front room and stuff. And that's how that started to go and just carry on. And like any man who's given a gift, or woman, anybody's given a gift, you pursue your gift, you finally get to be as good at it as you can be, and that's what he did. He strove for excellence, and he demanded that from those around him. And that's how life was with Joe. It went all the way up to different styles of playing, different bands he was in. He was constantly learning as he went. And he eventually got to Beetledon. You all know where Beetledon is, yeah? That's a small kingdom in London. It's owned by 4 people. Dubious character to say the least, but nonetheless talented. And he started work there. And that changed everything. Up to this point, he'd been fairly successful. You know, he shared that success with us and made sure we were looked after, Mom and Dad, Mom especially. And when he started working down at Apple and stuff, I don't care what label you sign to anywhere in the world. Once somebody comes up to you and says, "Hey, brothers, just signed for the Beatles." It's about as quiet as this room is now. Because you know what's coming down the road now. This is, you know, on the off chance you're going to be doing something, this is, oh my, I've got all these new friends. And he was crazy, man. I'll finish in a bit, but he took, I went to a lot of places that an awful lot of people on this earth will never ever get to be. Ever. The only greater joy I could have was to be within me for the good Lord. That would be better. See, maybe, you know, going to the pub for a pint with Joe. Go down to London, you go where he drinks. Yeah, so you walk in the room, and everybody is in your album collection. Thanks, Joe. All that kind of stuff. Do you want to come down the weekend and go here? Not much going on, just a few people. So they get out in the Royal Box at Wembley Stadium, watching, you know, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Little Feat, Joni Mitchell, Tom Scott, and the other Express, and a few other bands on the side. While you're standing around with all these people who like, they're really album collection. And your life just goes on like that, and he shares that with you all the time. You know, he brings you records and play this. You know, he was never funny about the music I listened to or anything like that. Or maybe once. He came in my bedroom and he found me playing this Savoy Brown album. And I was led away and spoken to. As a penance, of both being Roman Catholics, my brother understood that, you know, there is penance. He gave me a Joe Pass record on a Wes Montgomery album. He said, "Here, this might serve you better." You know, that's what he shared everything with everybody he met. He was always looking to give them something. He was never looking to get something out of you. Only if he knew it was in there and you weren't prepared to let it go yet. You know? Yeah. I've seen people play tunes with my brother and being a bit skittish, and by the time he's finished, you know, they're just rocking on it like Richards on a Saturday night, you know. And he was an influencer before there was influencers. He was a sweet, kind, loving, caring person the vast majority of the time. You know? And there's not a man on earth that can't say that about himself. Or a lady either. The spiritual side of life. I watched my brother get confirmed to become a soldier of Christ. And he watched me get confirmed to become a soldier of Christ. And though we weren't exactly the best Catholics in the world, some backslide over the years, the two of us have maintained our faith in the good Lord. And we're extremely proud that our nephew has brought us closer to that with his endeavors and his discipline towards his faith. And that I thank you. I can't say much more about Joe. I don't want to tell you stories. You know them all. Yeah. What do you want to know? My brother walking downstairs in Apple. He's actually not walking, he's levitating. Like he's on an escalator. Because no matter what, one of the records is fairly high up in the charts and doing really well. And he's got his picture on the front of whatever. And George is walking up the steps. And George says, "Congratulations on your hit." And my says, you're going to be singing that for the rest of your life. Yeah, so, you know, that's the good thing. There's always somebody you can just go, okay. You know, yeah, so all that kind of stuff. The silly things he did, you know, going to play at a casino somewhere and I'm looking for it, and across the street from the casino is a lane. You know, one of those lanes with all the pickups, got no wheels on and the hoods gone and all that stuff, and the mobile homes on, they look like this year's model, and it's not because they're bad people, it's just that the unfortunacy of the way they are treated by our nation. We should do something about that. But this ain't a place to preach. He's sitting there in the middle of this roadway, and around him, like anything from 3 to 5 to 7-year-olds. And they're looking at him as if he's like a new toy. And he's sitting there talking to him, what do you do, what's your name? And he's asking them things like, what's the name of your tribal name? And all that stuff, you know, questions you're not supposed to ask. You know, and looking around at all the people around, parents and such like, you know, it's like, wow, you could die here really quick. Yeah, you could be martyred here and now. You know, but that never happened to John. Because there he is sitting in the middle of the street, and all the kids are laughing and having fun with him. And he just seems to just like soak that in. You know, he just, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it to you, really, but he just had that going for him. You know, and that's Joe. That's the Joe I know. Kind, caring. Know the kid, 6 years of age, and he pulled me out of Picton Road swimming baths. I was gone in the deep end. I know I was gone because the paramedic, or the St. John's ambulance man as those days, told my mother they beat on me for a good while before I come round and didn't think I was going to pull through. That was the first time he saved my life. Second time I broke my shoulder. Didn't save my life, but running home with me on his back, piggyback, to get to my mom, because of that, and he ran straight past the hospital. Not because he didn't want to take me, but because he knew he had to take me up to my mom first. Because if my mom got a message from the hospital that 2 of their sons were down there, one with a broken shoulder, he didn't want to risk the fallback. So, you know, straight up, you know, he did that kind of stuff. Amazing things he did for me. Made me jump out of a tree from about 12 feet off the ground, just so I could learn to jump out of a tree from 12 feet. Playing commandos in the woods in Sefton Park. Later on, when I was a little bit older, he'd be 13, 14, going to Smithdown Road to Capaldi's Cafe in Liverpool. There'd be Pete Clark, drummer Pete, Terry Sylvester from the Escorts, Joe Conway from the Escorts, Chris Finley, keyboard player, renowned in my town, Gus, yeah, the big three. They'd be sitting in the corner in the queue of the jukebox here. And they found out that if they turned it off and turned it on, you could get a free record at the first time through. So that's what they would do. They would sit there for hours, and I would go in, and then I would go away and play again, and never go too far. I'd sort of check out, make sure you're doing whatever. But watching that go down, you know, those 4 guys talking about, well, you know, I said, second I played rhythm with him, you know. He would play the lead part, scream his head off because I didn't stay on the 5 with the choke tunes. That's for musicians to understand. That's how it just, I had to read my brother and I love him so much. And I'll never stop. It's not possible. And did so much for me, the family, the neighborhood, the community. He could come home and I would ask him, listen to the guitar then at the beginning of All Your Love, Baby, the John Mayall thing, you know, from the Beano album with Eric. stepping out. Teach me to let, you know. And he'd teach me to let. Then I could go around the neighborhood and teach all the other kids how it goes. And they let me because, where did you let? Joe taught me. Cool, man. You know, if you went over there and said, let them, the Chuck Berry to me, yeah, whatever. You go over there and say, hey, Joe showed me how to play Little Queenie, you know. Ooh, everybody's over there watching now. He liked it all through his life. All through his life. You know. Got me to come to America when I was a drunken bum. And gradually, slowly, after a couple of years, he introduced me to somebody that gave me an opportunity and mentored me, and got me 35 years of work. And he's sitting right there, his name's Bob Brown. And that kind of stuff my brother did. Took care of me when I needed taken care of. And I know it took a while, but he eventually got me straightened out one way or the other. Got me married off, that's what he did. Then I had children. Oh yeah, I know it was all planned. He was just a great brother. I'm going to stop talking now or something. You folks can listen to somebody else, I suppose. The music and that stuff. And I'm going to tell you, the sun is out, the sky is blue. It's not a cloud to spoil the view, but it's raining in here right now. Raining in my heart. Oh, misery, oh, misery. What's going to become of me? Yeah. That's how it is. See you soon, Joe. I love you, man. God bless you.